Tuesday's police board meeting, giving commissioners and KCPD top brass an opportunity to hear how the district is working to create a safer environment for its students, and the partnership still need to make it happen. On Thursday, Bedell told KSHB 41 News the district is doing its own investigation of the incident.
How do we get here and how do we stop it?
Her family is now suing KCPS, claiming the district mishandled a fight that led to the deadly shooting and that they didn't follow safety policies. And Guzman's death. Neither police nor KCPS have said how the murder weapon, a knife, made it into the middle school.
Following this tragedy, what would you like the school district to do to prevent this from ever happening again?
To have more responsibility, more staffs, more securities. No children should go to school and not feel safe anymore. I do not believe that. School is supposed to be a place like home.
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, KSHB 41 News.
You can count on KSHB 41 News to follow the latest developments in this story and if any changes come from it. Download our app and be the first to know when news breaks in this ongoing story.
A killer is still on the streets here in the metro as police continue looking for the person who shot and killed a man before 5 o'clock this evening. It happened near the intersection of Gregory Boulevard and Cleveland Avenue. Police say they arrived on scene and found a man with gunshot wounds. He died at the hospital. The victim has yet to be identified. This marks Kansas City's 42nd homicide of the year. If you have any information about this shooting or any other violent crime in the metro, call the TIPS hotline. The number is 816-474-TIPS. You will remain anonymous, and you could even earn a cash reward.
New charges filed after a teenager was killed in a shooting in Mission. Police were called to the Silverwood apartment Sunday night. That's just off of I-35 in Metcalf. The shooting killed a 16-year-old boy and injured a 13-year-old girl. Today, we learned 19-year-old Robert Louis Jones is charged with first-degree murder in connection to the shooting. At least 18 women had their privacy invaded in a gas station bathroom. Police say some of the victims may not even know it.
Officers tell us women were filmed in the bathroom. This has been going on for at least a month and a half. Now, officers are looking to find all the victims. Investigators say it happened at the Quick Trip, just off I-70 at Northwest Woods Chapel Road in Blue Springs. Officers arrested a 17-year-old suspect, saying that he committed other lewd and lascivious acts as well. Police are looking for more possible victims. They say the crimes also happened at other businesses in this area of the Woods Chapel corridor. They say any woman who saw something unusual or had something suspicious happen to them in March or April should give them a call.
We want our phones to be ringing nonstop. We want to make sure that we investigate every possible lead to ensure that we identify every crime that this individual committed.
The number police want you to call is on your screen right now. They want women to call if you used the restroom at Quick Trip at I-70 and Woods Chapel Road around March 25th. This number is for Detective Kate Tipton. It's 816-622-4196. We also have this number on our website, kshb.com.
It is the holiday weekend, and Kansas City police are taking extra steps to ensure that everyone stays safe on the roads. The department has planned a large-scale traffic safety operation. This year, Kansas City has seen twice as many people die in car crashes compared to this same time last year. Starting Saturday afternoon, KCPD will be looking for speeders and impaired drivers. The 12-hour operation will end Sunday morning at 4. Patrol areas were selected based on data showing where more deadly crashes have happened in the last 10 years. Missouri State Highway Patrol and Jackson County Sheriff's Office will help with this operation. When you dial 911, every second matters, and right now Kansas City's wait time is longer than it should be. That's because of staffing shortages. Dispatchers speak directly with responding officers, and call takers speak directly with those who call for help. But right now, the unit has about 20 empty spots. The department has seen a decrease in applicants over the last few years. It's working to raise pay for workers and adding more wellness initiatives. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the job or applying, check out this story on our website, kshb.com.
Kansas Governor Laura Kelly vetoes a bill that would have banned transgender athletes from competing in girls and women's sports. Senate Bill 160 targets athletes not designated the female sex at birth. It would keep them from competing in women's sports in any school or college league. In a statement, Governor Kelly said this bill didn't come from the experts at our schools, our athletes, or the Kansas State High School Activities Association. It came from politicians trying to score political points. The governor added the bill would reflect badly on business interests in the state. In Missouri, voters could have the final say on this issue. The House approved a plan to allow school districts to call an election so voters get to determine whether transgender girls can compete. The sponsor of the proposal says the goal is to, quote, protect women's sports. House Democrats argue debating the role of transgender girls in sports could push vulnerable children to consider suicide. This is part of an elections bill, so it needs another vote in the House before advancing to the Senate.
Bills like these have caught the attention of students in the metro. Late last month, students at Liberty High School held a protest against a similar law in Florida. At the time, they said they don't want to see a similar law in Missouri. On Wednesday, students at Crossroads Preparatory Academy staged a walkout. Their goal was to call attention to efforts to put limits on things like adoption, access to medicine, and sports participation.
Well, it's Easter weekend, and we need to know when the kids can go for those Easter egg hunts.
And the man with the answers, meteorologist Wes Perry.
Saturday. Saturday is the day to do it.
Don't bury the lead. Give it straight.
That's right. That's what you'll want to know. Saturday. Why not Sunday? It's not going to be nice weather, unfortunately. There's going to be a period of rainfall that comes through right in the late morning and the afternoon, right around the time when a lot of the Easter egg hunting is going on. And just overall, it's not going to be a nice day outside, so that's why you either do it Saturday or do it inside on Sunday. Hey, lively evening right now from Power and Light over downtown Kansas City, the Border Home Improvement Skyview Network. 46 degrees. That's in the Northland where the wind chill is at 41. Downtown, 5 degrees warmer, 51 downtown, 56 still in Pleasanton, already 41 up there in Maryville. Marshall's at 46. Lawrence isn't too far behind. They're at 47 degrees. Here in Kansas City, we will likely not find a whole lot of frost forming, but north of us is a different story. Start off at 30s in the morning either way here in Kansas City. We'll spend most of our day in the 50s. I'll talk about that Easter forecast and what time the rain may start coming up.
Thanks, Wes. We're just over a week into the MLB season. Royals fans will remember opening day, an exciting introduction for Bobby Witt Jr. and the Royals' first win of the season as they defeated the Cleveland Guardians. The Royals would go on to get one more win against the Guardians, but unfortunately, 5 more losses have followed that rousing start to the season.
That includes their game against Detroit tonight, where they lost 2-1. We'll have more on that coming up later on in sports, but diehard fans will tell you it's too soon to give up on this year's team, but local business hopes that they turn it around quickly.
KSHB 41 News reporter Megan Abundis explains how success feeds success.
Empanadas, arroz con pollo, el pepito.
Because I want things to taste as authentic as if you were to eat it in my country.
Andrea Penalusa.
Okay, we got you ready.
Ships ingredients from Colombia to KC.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Tengas buen día.
But says Empanada Madness on Southwest Boulevard has seen nothing short of madness.
It's been extremely hard.
A South American Venezuelan restaurant once in its prime.
Especially when the Royals were here and when we won the World Series.
When the team does well, does that mean business does well?
It used to mean that, not any longer.
Since Andrea says there's been a big increase in rent and an 80% drop in sales.
Ever since COVID, things have been very hard. Not only my mom's passing away from COVID, but just being hard with not enough customers. Us having to shut down early because we don't have enough employees, or sometimes because we don't even have enough prep because we don't have enough customers to come in.
Like on Friday, her 2 employees couldn't come in.
It's a huge, huge change.
It led to empty tables and shorter hours.
If I have a slow day and we've only run $50 to $100 a day, I have to close, unfortunately, because I just cannot keep the employees that are here because we have no way to pay labor.
There's still a lot of, I think, unique challenges that minority-owned businesses face.
Ruben Alonzo knows the failure rate of small businesses. He's the CEO of AltCap and provides loans for underserved and overlooked shops.
There's just like a strange dichotomy in how some people are really struggling through this pandemic economy and others are thriving.
All Andrea wants is to continue sharing the taste of her culture.
I cannot allow COVID to take this away from me. I have to go back to where I was. I'll have to get back to where this restaurant once was. And I'm going to work super hard to make it happen.
Megan Abundis, KSHB 41 News.